Hello everyone. So I decided to make this video just to talk about current current energies and other things. So today we have a moon in Cancer, and we have Saturn and Jupiter from Capricorn aspecting the moon. Cancer is about love, the pure love, like mother loves the child, like mother wants to feed the children, like Pusha Nakshatra, where the moon is about feeding. Mother feeds the child with the breast. Yeah. The same way today in the supermarket, I got my cats extra snacks, extra cans with yummy food. I just thought, my poor children, they check my bags every time I come home, and they deserve a little snack, So that's what how I experienced this moon just recently, a few hours ago. When Saturn and Jupiter aspect any sign together or influence any sign together, like right now, they both are looking at the sign of Cancer. Then the greatness comes. Saturn puts it into realistic form of this world, and Jupiter is expansion. It's the divine grace. Babies, don't fight. You see? My children are fighting. Why? Because Mina and Burrito, the kitten, they jump so skillfully around Diva. Diva can never catch them. And they are agitating her because she is much older and she's not so skillful. She cannot jump out of the way in a very skillful way, jump on the closet and down, and how kittens manage. I'm really impressed every time by their skills, but Diva doesn't do it, so she feels a bit limited, So and she thinks she is the queen here, and how can the queen be limited, and some other kittens, like children, actually much more skillful and free in how they jump, how high they can jump, how quickly they react, So that's the issue of Saturn and the Sun. The Sun is the soul, so I'm limitless. But coming into this body, we have to deal with Saturn, the limitations of the body. Even being in one body, we cannot be in any other body, So that's already a limitation. You have to play the role of this person that you got, Like me, I'm playing the role of this person, and all the deep programming from God I received, that can very difficult, can be changed in a very difficult way. Some programming we don't even want to change. It's such a deep nature of who we are. Like, I've got 4 planets in Leo, and it's working out for me nicely, So I can be aware of the tendencies of Leo. I like to be appreciated, but I also give it to others gladly and in abundance. I don't only want to receive appreciation myself, I give back even more, or I give it forward even much more than what I need to receive back, So there is not much need to do so much effort to get rid of the Leo tendencies if I have 4 of 9 planets in Leo. That hard work is not gonna be useful for anything. I can better embrace my tendencies and love myself for who I am than try to change that. However, if you have a tendency that is really harmful for others around you, you should work hard on changing it, even if you don't want it. And in Vedic astrology, we have a scientific way to see if it's a good tendency or if it's a bad tendency, leading you to something positive, greatness, or leading you to a negative result and to self-destruction, undoing of the self. Like all your efforts gonna be wasted if you don't change that tendency. Do you want all your efforts to get rewarded? Well, then you have to pay attention that you have the right habits. Today I was exchanging some spiritual knowledge with my friend, and I got reminded of the video of Vigdikara about Bharani Nakshatra. In the end of his video, he says that in Satya Yuga, the age of truth, there were no rules. Because when the love is the supreme law, there is no need for rules. And that's what I always naturally expect from people to understand, that they would understand the subtle love, respect, appreciation of each other and each other's time, each other's being. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and I have a hard time understanding that. The reality of life is different. Unfortunately, we have to have rules because people are not loving, not pure, not selfless, not good. But like Vigdikara says, people are selfish and wicked spontaneously in this age of Kali Yuga, the age of self-destruction, basically. So in this age, I see that rules are replacing love, discipline is replacing love, instead of love enforcing the discipline and the rules. The rules should come from a place of love. Moon in Cancer today, love. Yeah, but Saturn in Capricorn is rules, the structure. If I create a structure out of love, like I love my kittens, so I create a structure for them. If you behave like that, you're gonna sit still separately for 10 minutes. So they know this is their structure. If they don't listen for something, not because I just want to interfere with their freedom, no, I just want to protect the loving space for everyone here. I cannot let them destroy all the plants because I need to love the plants and protect them. So if they don't listen to me to not knock over all the plants, they're gonna be put in a separate room to sit for 10 minutes to cool down, you know? So out of love comes that rule. But creating rules without any love, that's like a machine, you know, like a machine that keeps going. And the only planet that is able to stop that machine is Saturn. Only Saturn can stop something that, like when Saturn came into Capricorn, we got the corona. And have you noticed how all the system, all the machine just was stopped in 1 minute? Everyone had to go home, sit still, not come outside. Nobody had to go to work anymore. Nobody had to chase the money anymore. Nobody had to push anyone anymore to make more money. Well, if that person is pushed harder, I'm gonna make more money today. So all that system that was actually abusing the love, the kindness, the humanness, humane qualities of people just was stopped. Only Saturn has the power to do it. And because Saturn in Capricorn is really powerful, that's how we know that this corona is actually for the best of everyone, this virus. That's how Saturn stops everything. Saturn in Capricorn is about going into stillness, staying still, being still, sitting still, going deep into the stillness to see the truth. It's like when you get so deep into the moment that it becomes an eternity. One moment that becomes eternal in meditation, or you sit by the sea or by the ocean, and you lose a sense of time. You get in touch with eternity, and every moment becomes so deep inwardly. Energy goes so deep inward that every moment is connected to eternity. From my early age, I realized that when I had so much homework to do, I had so much pressure that I thought I will lie down for 15 minutes to rest on my bed before I have to continue doing all my homework, reading all the hundreds of pages in the books. And I thought, okay, I have 15 minutes, and I thought I'm gonna get maximum relaxation from these 15 minutes. And I actually found eternity in each moment. I had to close my eyes, to lay my head down on the pillow. That power of Capricorn actually was known to me from early childhood, when I was studying, when I was 13, 15, 16, And that's why Saturn in Libra, which I have, by the way, is so powerful, because Libra is about relationships, and Saturn knows where the boundary is, where the consequences, to whom they belong, to which side of relationship you need to address the consequences, whose responsibility it is. Diva. That's why Saturn in Libra realizes the real boundary. Hey, babies, Purita, Mino, don't fight. Who caused the damage? Who should be responsible? If someone causes me the damage, I don't have to work on my need to accept that. No, I need to set a good boundary and block them out. I don't have to open myself up to all the bullshit. I have to block it out. And Saturn, powerful Saturn, knows the difference when it's about accepting something and when it's about rejecting it. because we need to reject everything harmful. We should not embrace it. If it harms me, I'm gonna reject it, block it out, stop it. If it's useful, even if it doesn't feel good, because Saturn is not about feeling good, then we need to open ourselves up to accept that it's there. For example, you had some stress and you had symptoms of stress like anxiety. We cannot reject the anxiety if we have it, because then we can never solve the problem. So we need to accept, to soften up towards its existence and treat it as it has the space to be, because that's a natural result of our stress. If we don't accept the result, we can never start getting towards the cause. So Saturn, when it's powerful, he knows what he should accept, even if it doesn't feel good, and what he should reject, even if it feels good. When Saturn is weak, he does the opposite. He accepts what feels good but harmful, and he rejects what doesn't feel good but it's healing. And you know, now Saturn is with Jupiter in Capricorn, where Jupiter is debilitated. But thanks to Saturn, Jupiter, who rules our value system, values, divine grace and values, debilitated means bad values. But together with Capricorn, Saturn and Capricorn, we get awareness of bad values. And when Jupiter is in this placement, actually, bad values can become the only way to work with the current situation, because when the good values get abused, we cannot work with them, with our good values. We need to respond appropriately with bad values. And it's the only time when it becomes okay to have bad values, when somebody used bad values towards you, created harmful situation for you. Now you need to solve it to protect yourself. You respond without following the highest values. Because, you know, I don't believe in responding with the goodness to someone who does harm. But to respond appropriately with firm boundary, we don't need to get angry or mad or upset. You know? I had once a manager, I was really inspired by her. She was very kind, very calm, and she said to one guy in a very calm, sweet, kind way, I asked you 2 times to do this job this way, and you didn't do it, so I will have to fire you. And she was really kind and sweet towards him, but she was clear about the boundary. And that's that was fair because we were just starting all together as a team, and it was important that everyone is really committed, you know? We were starting something. So it's not about mean people who tell you hurtful things with a kind smile. That's not what I mean, you know? But to say your boundary, you don't even have to get angry. If someone keeps harming you, you can say with a calm, kind voice, I asked you 10 times, you disrespect my boundary. Unfortunately, I have to block this conversation. You know? It's not my preference. I don't prefer to set any boundary. But some people are asking for it. And like my friend said, what I really liked is when people disrespect your boundary and they push over your boundary, it only proves that they needed that boundary. At the same time, when people realize the subtle respect, mutual respect, and appreciation, the truth, the love, the loving kindness, they don't need boundary, and they don't have to show respect. If they realize the subtlety of mutual respect, then their rule that they have to show it just gets cancelled. You know, like the saying, that's the thing about needs. When they get met, we don't need them anymore. Why is that? Let's say we need attention. If we get it, our need is fulfilled, and then there is no need anymore. Of course, it doesn't mean, I don't mean the unhealthy way of needing attention and never getting enough, no matter how much you get, you know? But it's about if you don't get it, you're gonna keep needing it harder and harder and keep demanding, asking for it harder and harder. And you're gonna feel less and less adequate for needing it. And for that, you're gonna try to prove that what you need, you should get. Yes, you should always get what you need. And nobody should make you feel inadequate for needing what you need, because you cannot cancel your needs. You need what you need. And if you don't get what you need, you are not able to perceive the reality in the right way, in a neutral way, and notice everything around you. Because let's say you are hungry, you need food. You cannot even enjoy the beautiful beach when you're hungry. All you know is you need to eat. And until you eat, no beautiful water will give you any joy, you know? Or like when I came to Corfu, it was cloudy often. And I came there because I needed the sun, and I knew it's going to be a long period of cold, gray weather, rainy weather in the Netherlands from, September till maybe June. So I needed some sun. And I came there, and it was cloudy very often. Most of the time, Well, many days on and off, and some days were completely cloudy. And all I could think of is I need the sun. I need it to be sunny. I really, really needed to be okay, to be, able to go through the cold period of time, long winter. I needed to be sunny, this limited time I've got to get my sunshine, So I couldn't even see on those days when it was completely cloudy, I couldn't even see the beauty around me, the beauty of nature, because I was only dealing with my need that wasn't getting fulfilled. Another topic I would like to discuss is when I was on the beach. Often people would start playing hard music, and sometimes music is nice, but sometimes it's not. And I wonder why people assume that everyone around them is gonna enjoy the same music. I mean, they don't think of others, that maybe other people don't want to hear the music right now. Maybe they traveled thousands of kilometers not to hear the music but to hear the nature. When I'm on the beach, I want to hear the nature, the sound of the sea. I want to enjoy every natural sound. And I could move to other place, and it could work better for me. But I didn't want to move because I really liked the big rock that was there, the mountain, and the sea. That made it really beautiful, and I felt like I had to stay there. That's my place. So I was feeling agitated that people play hard music and not thinking of others. If I would want to play hard music on the beach, I would ask everyone around me, like, is it okay with you? First of all, I wouldn't do it at all. But I would at least consider others, and I would say, if it's not okay for anyone, please let me know. So it's about initially not having respect for others that was agitating for me, not the music itself. Because when I came up to the guy and I said, could you please turn it down, because I really like to hear the sounds of the sea, and music is distracting me from that. And he said, yes, sure, I will turn it down. So he turned it down. I could still hear it, but his reaction was so thoughtful and nice, acknowledging me that I was there and I had the right to enjoy the sounds of nature. So he was fair, he was nice. Then I didn't mind that I could hear his music a little bit after he reacted in such a nice way. And actually, I noticed that many people, when I was agitated and I asked them to turn it down, they did it right away. Nobody was upset about it. So that means they know what they're doing. As soon as they are asked by one person to turn it down, they do it right away. So then why are they doing it, Because not everyone has the inner courage to come up to someone like that and ask them to turn it down. Most people will feel irritated all day and not say anything. Moving to other place could work for the best, but nothing works every single time. Sometimes you need to stay, and the lesson is in addressing this problem in learning how to say to people about your boundary, about them violating your boundary. In other times, lesson is about if you don't like something, you don't have to endure it. You can move to other place. But how do we know? We just try. Okay, moving to other place didn't work. It means I have to go back and I have to address this problem. Okay. Also, inner knowledge, inner intuition, hearing your inner voice, the higher self, the God. You can ask also God, please, or the saints, please help me, give me the understanding, give me the knowledge, what is the right thing to do here. And then you just try what your intuition tells you, you just try that. It didn't work out? Okay, well, now I know. I can try something else, And Mercury is now retrograde, conjunct Venus in Libra. So, when Mercury started its retrograde movement, it was with Venus and still is, almost going back into Virgo. And then it was about beauty of life, enjoyment of life. That's Venus in Libra. Now it's going to be about details in Virgo. And we're going to have a new moon in Virgo. The ruler is going to be retrograde, but with the moon in Virgo. Actually, Mercury retrograde is very powerful because we can get communications really clear now. That's our chance. Really. Mercury is like going backwards. Why do we need to go backwards sometimes? Because there is no point of moving forward if we still have so much valuable information that we overlooked, we didn't notice. Let's say it's like traveling to other place to see something new while you haven't even seen everything in your own home place you're staying. Yeah, like, or you arrived into your hotel and you haven't even looked around in this city or village. You already want to go to other city, but maybe before you go to other city, you can better look around in this city first, That's Mercury retrograde. Maybe there are still so many valuable things to be learned from what we already have gone through. Then chasing new experiences. Maybe it's not always, efficient energetically. So this Mercury and Venus are aspected by Saturn from Capricorn, and that gives it seriousness or realistic approach or heavy or dark quality. That's why I was talking about garbage today, because that's Venus and Saturn in Libra, and I have Saturn in Libra and Venus in Libra. So I'm talking about beautiful place, Venus in Libra. Saturn in Libra is about realistic picture of what happens in reality. And Saturn teaches we have to respect our environment. We have to treat it with respect, with equality. We take something from this place, we have to respect it, give it back the respect and appreciation, and take care of it, of nature. That's why garbage becomes a theme here with Venus and Saturn in Libra, because Saturn is the garbage collector. Venus is about beauty and enjoyment of life. Can we enjoy life in such a way that we also collect our own garbage? Can we be respectful to the environment where we come to enjoy our life? The new moon in Virgo. This theme is gonna be about understanding that we also have the power to organize some details rather than letting go, rather than following this illusion like everything just will work out on itself, like Sam Chappie said in his video. So Virgo is about organizing it, taking into our hands and realizing we also have the power to manage something. Not only God manages everything, God gave us the hands. It's gonna be in Hasta Nakshatra, which means hands. God gave us the hands, and with these hands we can move things around, so we can influence the reality with our hands. Virgo is the sign of purity. It's a young girl who is organizing her dolls, like her toys, like you sit here, you wear this, like organizing. Leo is the king, the kingdom. Virgo is organizing the kingdom. Then we get to Libra, and it's about relationships. Now we're interested in exchanging something we have and with someone else who has something we don't have. Then Scorpio, as soon as we start exchanging with other people, we get into our vulnerabilities that we cannot control what other people will do, and we have to deal with that. When we've been through that darkness of Scorpio, Sagittarius comes, giving new hope, spiritual search. Then Capricorn, now we got inspired in Sagittarius, now it's time to do real work. Capricorn, build a structure like of your spiritual teachings. Now you build a structure, you actually practice, you build a practice every day. Aquarius is about getting the higher lightning from the gods, inspiration. Sparkling ideas. And then Pisces. realizing that everything is love, cosmic love. And actually, the sign of Cancer is love, pure emotion of love. And to protect that love, we need a sword of love, so to speak. When we cut off everything that's not the love, not the pure love. And that's the sword of love, the sword of truth. If you don't see the truth, you will have to deal with the sword boundary. But if you see the truth, there is no need for you to have any boundary. And whoever sets the boundary for people who see the truth, they are not setting the right boundary. They should remove boundaries for such people, not create them. Gemini is about our inner talents. Taurus is about our environment and values. And Aries is about our personality. We are born into this personality. So this is me, my personality, the being that I am. Then comes Taurus. This is my environment and my values. Gemini, this is my skills, inner talents, and I get curious about learning. Cancer, about my heart, what is in my heart, the pure love. Leo, self-expression, I express it. What's in my heart is what I express. Virgo, now I will organize everything. I put this there, I put that there. Everything is on its place. Libra, let's see, what can I exchange with others? Scorpio, I cannot control what they're doing, and that's scary. That can hurt me. Sagittarius, I don't understand it, so I will follow spiritual path. Capricorn, I need to work hard on my practice, routine. Aquarius, I get higher inspiration from gods, higher sparkling ideas from higher authorities, gods. And Pisces, I let everything go into divine cosmic love. I'm dissolving. I am ready to let go. I have followed the full cycle and I'm ready to be liberated. That's the cycle of the zodiac, which we all follow. So I think it's time to stop this video. It's just something I feel, Like suddenly I feel okay, time to stop. And I hope it was useful for you to listen to it. If you've listened, watched till the end, thank you for your time. Let me know what you think.